What's going on, guys? SimplyPops here. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to play PS5 games on your iPhone or Android device via remote play. Now, I made a couple of videos talking about this on how to play PS4 games on your iPhone, and a lot of people have been saying, oh, this video is clickbait, oh, this is this and I'm this and that. No, it's not fake. I'm going to be showing you guys how to play on your iPhone, and you could play anywhere as long as you have an active Wi-Fi connection. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. So first things first, you will need to download the PlayStation Remote Play app. It is free, and I throw a link in the description. You open it up, and you're going to be prompted with this. Which do you want to connect? In this case, I'm going to be selecting PS5, and it's going to tell you before connecting to your PS5, you got to make sure it is enabled. So you have to have remote play enabled. And then it's going to automatically actually detect your PS5 console. So I have two PS5s. I really don't even know which one is which. So I have the PS5 164, and boom, I see the prompt right up there on my PS5, and it should be able to just see right there. Now when you connect the controller, it actually gonna disconnect you from the remote play app, so you will have to do some finessing going on. So, and my thing is, as long as you connect it to Wi-Fi, you should be able to connect to your PS5 with no problems. This will not work on a cellular connection, so LTE 5G, it's just not gonna work. You will have to use either a hotspot or a Wi-Fi connection. It's connecting to my PS5. I apologize for the little scan line going on here. And yeah, I could be able to operate my PS5 using remote play. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I could turn this sideways so we can see this. So I could play a little Spider-Man Miles Morales. And normally you can actually connect controllers to your iOS device. I'm gonna show you guys that real fast actually. Let me go back home and show you guys how to connect a controller to your PS5, or to your iPhone I should say. So here's what I'm gonna do. Now it's my first time doing this, but just judging by the PS4, I'm assuming it's the same. I'm gonna press and hold the share button and the PS button, or the create button I should say. So let me do that, and it should just start flashing. I didn't do any research. Okay, yeah, I see it. So you guys can see it's flashing around the touchpad, and go into the Bluetooth, and my PS5 just disconnect me from remote play, and it should be able to see the controller, and you should be able to play via Bluetooth with your controller if it can be able to see it. The phone cannot detect the DualSense controller. It can only detect the DualShock 4 controller. So as you guys can see on the top, it is successfully connected. And let's go back into the remote play application, tap on my PS5. Maybe that could be fixed via a software update on Apple's end. I'm not sure how it's going to be on the Android side, but it's just not working on the iPhone here unless there's a software update in the future. Alright, so successfully connected. Let's see. Oh, okay, so you can control remote play on the PS4 controller, DualShock 4 controller. And let me, oh, I don't want to get caught. Alright, so let me turn this up a little bit. Sound is working just fine. So even though the DualSense is not going to work, you can still hook up your PS4 controller. It is a little lag, so for competitiveness, this might not be a deal. Yeah, I'm about to lose. DualShock 4. You can't do this on the PS5 itself. Like, you can't connect a DualShock 4 unless you're playing a PS4 game. Yeah, it is a little lag. I don't recommend. Yeah, I was praying and praying. Alright, let me leave this. You guys get the idea though. It's definitely, it's playable, but I wouldn't play fighting games or shooting games. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna take this outside, right? I'm gonna go to my grandmother's house. and I'm going to connect to her Wi-Fi and see if I can still be able to play the PS5 on my iPhone. I'm sure it's definitely going to work. If it worked on the PS4, I'm sure it's going to work fine on the PS5 on the go. Now, quick little side note, your PS5 will have to be on rest mode. So you guys see the orange amber light around the fan? That means it is on rest mode. So what that means is, as soon as I launch up the Remote Play app on my phone, I could be able to actually just connect it, and it's going to automatically turn on the PS5 just automatically. So, okay, so just like that, it turned right on. I actually did not even hear the beep. It just turned right on. But the iPhone or the app itself is still saying searching for connection. Remote Play is definitely one of my favorite features, and there you guys have it. So it's able to turn on the PS5 and be able to interact with it on your iPhone with no problem. Alright, so I'm going to turn it back off, and I'm going to leave the house right now. Alright, so before I leave, this is my home network. It is called Fireworks. Guys, I'm over at Best Buy, and it is a long line to get inside the store right now. I can still connect to the Best Buy guest Wi-Fi. Let me raise the ISO up. Alright, so you guys can see you have your guest there. Let me just tap on that. Now, one thing I should have done, I should have brought my iPad and use it as a hotspot, because my iPad is cellular. And of course, you got the typical setup screen here. And I am connected. So let's go into the PlayStation Remote Play app. PS Remote Play. And we're going to connect to my PS5. Alright, it says can't connect. But I know it's going to work though. I'm in the parking lot and I want to play some PS5. It's funny because people are probably outside waiting for the PS5 and just ask them if it's in stock or not. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think what could possibly make the line so long like that. Like, it's crazy. Alright, so let's try a different Wi-Fi. Alright, I have my cellular iPad. I'm back home. I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi. I'm going to tap on personal hotspot, and then I'm going to enable that. So right now I'm using LTE, and this iPad is activated to through T-Mobile. Personal hotspot, oh, so I have to turn on Wi-Fi. But LTE Wi-Fi has to be enabled, but the Wi-Fi network is disconnected. Okay, iPhone is connected to the iPad thanks to personal hotspots. So let's launch back up the PlayStation. Okay, opening back up the PlayStation app. We're gonna connect to my PS4 or PS5, I'm sorry. And yeah, we're gonna see if it's gonna work. It's going from my iPad to the iPhone, and then the iPhone is going to the PS5 via the PS Remote Play app. This is incredible. So this is amazing. So even if you have a hotspot device or an iPad, you could still be able to play your PS4 or PS5 games on the go. Yeah, and then the best thing about it is you can actually have your controller hooked up. Yeah, so the connection is not that strong, guys. So yeah, you could do this, but have really good internet. You could be at a friend's house, you could be somewhere else, but it's gonna work. I just want to make a point real fast. But yeah, for the most part, there you guys have it. You have to use Wi-Fi. Like, you see, if I try to use LTE or 5G, it's just not gonna let you connect. Alright guys, that pretty much concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed or find something interesting. If you guys did, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on. Help me reach to 100,000 subscribers before the year ends. And stay tuned for more PS5 videos.